Hello and welcome to Daily Downloads with Better Days Healing. I'm your host Lizzie, and no, that's not a mini freight train. That is my dog again snoring on my lap. It's like every time I go to do one of these downloads, he's like, this is the perfect time to sleep and snore. But it's okay because he's cute. Anyway, this download came through because someone listening is tired of the pattern. You love and they leave. You open up and they ghost. You build the bridge and they burn it. You're not imagining it. This is abandonment and it's spiritual. Today's message is for the one who feels cursed with loss, the one who never got the goodbye, the one who is left to pick up the emotional rubble and still be the strong one. Now, let's go back. Maybe a parent walked out and never explained why. Maybe they stayed, but emotionally they were already gone. Or maybe they left because they were escaping something even darker. It could be mental illness, domestic violence, or their own trauma they didn't know how to handle. And the parent who stayed, instead of holding space for healing, they poisoned the children. They turned their pain into propaganda. They made the leaver into the villain, even if the truth was more complicated. And you, as a child, were forced to choose sides without knowing the whole story. That kind of manipulation is spiritual warfare, and it confuses the soul. You don't know who to love, who to blame, or how to trust anyone at all. And when it happened again, the friend ghosted, the lover disappeared, the job ended out of nowhere, it all just confirmed what your nervous system already believed. Everyone I love eventually leaves. And sometimes, you know what? It is sabotage because you're just over it. It's like, why make this work if they're just going to leave me anyway? Then eventually you finally build healthy connections, and someone, often a narcissist or emotionally manipulative figure, poisons them. They whisper lies to others behind your back. They rewrite the narrative to make you the villain. They pull people away from you because they see you clearly and that scares them. You see through them. You see through the cracks, the projection, the performative kindness, and narcissists, I'm going to say the H word, hate that. So they do what they do best. They play the victim. They tell their sob story to anyone who'll listen, and they paint you as unstable, dramatic, or dangerous. And the most painful part, the people who said they loved you believe them. Why? Because it's easier to believe the person who's crying and pleading than the one who's exposing the truth. It's that old saying, truth hurts. Because narcissists are often charming, convincing, they shape shift into whatever someone needs to see except the truth. And you become the scapegoat again. That's the deepest betrayal, being abandoned for telling the truth. And then there's the romantic side of abandonment. You finally catch feelings. You let yourself soften, hope, maybe even imagine a future with someone, and they don't feel the same. Or worse, they pull away the moment it gets deep. So you ask, why do I always want the ones who don't want me back? It's not because you're unworthy, it's because your inner child is trying to rewrite the story. That part of you still thinks, if I can just make this one love me, maybe it will fix all the others who didn't. But when love never feels safe or return, you start to settle. You accept breadcrumbs. You stay too long. You lower your standards, telling yourself this is better than nothing. But deep down, that settling is symptoms of rejection wounds, of abandonment dressed in new clothes, and the belief that you'll never be someone's first choice. You are. You just haven't met the ones who can see it because you've been too busy proving your worth to the ones who never could. So, why does your soul choose this path? Because abandonment awakens you, it cracks you open, it strips away the masks and reveals your gifts. You start to feel people's energy. You read intentions. You protect yourself spiritually. You become the adult you would have protected the child version of you. That's not trauma, that's transformation. You weren't abandoned because you're unlovable. You were abandoned because you loved in a way that asked others to rise. And not everyone is ready for that. Spiritually, abandonment wounds teach the soul how to stay when others don't. It teaches you to stay with your own heart, to stay with your own truth, to stay with your own inner child, and stay with your own damn self when no one else will. Because the deepest part of this path isn't about losing others. It's about not losing yourself just because they left. You don't have to become emotionally numb. Numb. You just have to become spiritually clear. And no, this doesn't mean learn to be alone. This means learn to be full. So that love doesn't have to be a rescue mission. So that connection doesn't cost your identity. Your people, your real people, won't need convincing, fixing, or proving. They'll feel you and they'll stay because your frequency won't scare them, it will recognize them. So here is today's reflection question. What would your life look like if the people who left weren't your loss, but their exit was your protection? Don't force it, just sit with it. The answer will come as it always does. You've been listening to Daily Downloads with Better Days Healing. I'm your host, Lizzie. You were never too much. You were just too real for people pretending. And that is a gift, even when it hurts. Until next time, stay rooted, stay radiant, and remember, the ones who are meant for your soul won't need convincing. They'll just find you.